Come unto these yellow sands and then take hands. Curtsied when you haven't kissed the wild waves whist. Footed feetly here and there, we shall your burden bear. Hark, hark, the watchdogs bark.
Anytime somebody that's a little bit outside sort of the usual musical world that I'm in comes up and says, let's collaborate, I'm up for it, because it usually ends up being pretty magical.
We said, wouldn't it be cool if we could get Claire to come back and do something for us? Because this past spring was the 40th anniversary of our Shakespeare Festival here on campus. So we asked her, and she said, well, yes.
Immediately yes, and I might have even been the one to follow up with her saying, let's get that going. And so once you get a date, then it's kind of like, okay, we're going to do this, and now I got to write some stuff.
I left it up to her to choose what plays she wanted to draw inspiration from.
As I was looking at The Tempest, I had my little pencil there, and when I got to a scene that I thought interested me and I thought maybe could work musically, I would just kind of put a little mark by it.
Claire started sending us her snippets of songs and then the completed songs. And what Claire chose for the music was a combination of mystical and melancholy songs. And then a raucous drinking song for Caliban and some of the other characters.
The Caliban song was so fun because it was raucous and it was kind of funny, and it was a little dark, but it was funny dark.
Batman, Caliban, as a new master, get a new man. We were on stage and doing these songs, and I was just having a blast, even though I had like the worst cold ever.
Josia had a cold that day, and he was a little bummed about that, but then it ended up just adding to the part.
It fit that song so well. It was so funny. The songs that she provided for the play, that were just very simple actually, and super catchy and so spot on.
The one that I ended up doing with Kat, Ariel's song, it's supposed to feel, Ariel's kind of more like a spirit. It's not supposed to be, a person sitting on the ground singing. It's supposed to be kind of magical. So
Claire showed up and said, oh yes, I have this wonderful composition for Ariel's song. And I said, hold on, I'm Ariel. I don't think that I don't know about this.
The funny thing is, I actually thought that I would be singing that and she would just be acting the part. And she thought that she was supposed to be singing it and that I wasn't going to be singing it.
I pulled her aside. I said, I don't know if I'm comfortable with this. She said, well, would you like to go to a private place I said, yes.
And then we realized, oh, we're just going to do it together. And it was really fun. I felt like our voices blended pretty well.
My favorite part of the evening, shocker, spoiler alert, was my singing. I don't know. It was just freeing, I guess, to have a group of people behind me that believed in me and, encouraged me to do something that I was afraid to do. I'm more confident in my singing now. Still don't want to do it, but I'm a little more confident. And that was all thanks to Claire.
The very final song that we all sing is from the point of view of Prospero. It's what he's saying to the audience.
Now I want spirits to enforce. Now I want all to enchant.
That to me that was one of my favorite moments of the whole thing, is when they all were singing with me. I was buzzing after that performance with those students, and I don't think it was just because the material was good. I think they were really good.
The takeaway for me was just seeing how special the whole night was, and it was everything I wanted it to be. And it was the most exciting thing that most of them have done since they've been here.
My favorite part of the evening was the time beforehand that we got to spend just working on the music, just the rehearsal time. Claire is such a professional. She's still like taking our suggestions and our ideas and like letting us bounce off of each other. And as a musician, that's one of the most rewarding things you can do, is collaborate with other musicians.
You could really sense how much she was into this. It was just contagious, and it really ignited that energy in all of us to put on a great performance.
I'm so thankful for the work that she put in and the specific time she took out of her life to help a group of college students.
When I think back about working with the students, they were so wonderful, they were so game, they were ready to try stuff. I felt really fortunate to get to work with a group like that, and I'd be super grateful to work with students like that again.